Michigan basketball has just been voted the number one team in the nation by the AP poll, and yet they have the toughest schedule to end the regular season, in my opinion, out of anybody. So they still have a ton to prove. That is exciting in itself. Are they really number one? Because they're going to have to prove it. They got at Purdue. They have Duke and DC. Both top 7 teams. Duke should have been number 2. I don't know how Houston is up there. But hey, Houston has a tough week coming up here themselves. So we'll see how they do. Maybe they prove to be number 2. Maybe Michigan proves to be number 1. Michigan has those 2. And then they're at Illinois next week. And then they're at Iowa, a tournament team as of now. And then they have Michigan State to end the season as well, with Minnesota in there or something, right? Those 5 teams at Purdue, Duke, at Illinois, at Iowa, Michigan State at home. What a gauntlet. Let's look at this week's opponents, though, for now, especially Purdue. Upcoming on Tuesday. It's on Peacock. I won't be able to watch it, but hopefully I can listen to it somewhere, or at least I'll be able to watch the replay. But can this team continue to win? I say, well, yeah, they're the best team for a reason. I round up in the stats that I'm about to mention. I guess that means I'm an optimist because I round up instead of down. But let's go through this. Michigan, man, they're a senior latent team. They have 8 players averaging 8 or more points per game. Only Yaxel Landenborg gets 25 minutes or more per game. So everyone else they're not in the game for 15 plus minutes. A total team. Everyone contributes. Everyone passes. The assists are amazing. We'll get to Braden Smith and how he's the best point guard in the nation, but our team as a collective at Michigan is the best assisting team, I think. Yaxel Landenborg is a senior. You got Namari Burnett's a senior. Roddy Gale's a senior. Will Shetter's a senior. Cheddar, that is. You got Adai Mara's a junior. Elliot Cadeau's a junior. We have experience on this team. Yaxel is getting 14 points per game now this season. 8 rebounds per game. 1 steal and 1 block per game in 28 minutes per game. So there's 12 minutes per game where he is on the bench. That's not because it's in foul trouble. He's getting rest. And then when we need him late in the game, he is fresh. That's how Dusty May's been doing this. Keep everybody fresh. Rotate in. I see continuity with different packages, too, from time to time. Morez Johnson, Jr., is a sophomore, but he has asserted himself coming in from Illinois. 14 points per game. He's a true Wolverine. 7 rebounds per game. He's like top 5 in field goal percentage. He gets 1 assist per game, 1 steal per game, and 1 block per game as well. So we can count on that. 62% is second in the nation in 24 minutes per game. Adai Mara is a junior, 11 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, 2 assists per game, 3 blocks per game. He shoots 65% from the field, all in 23 minutes per game. It's insanity. Trey McKinney comes in. He's a freshman. McDonald's All-American from Michigan. 10 points per game now. He is moving that up. He's being more effective. 3 rebounds per game, 1 assist per game in 21 minutes. Elliot Cadeau, of course, the junior point guard, 10 points per game, 3 rebounds per game, 6 assists per game, and 1 steal per game in 25 minutes. Namari Burnett is a senior, 9 points per game, 2 rebounds per game, 1 assist, 1 steal, 19 minutes per game. LJ Kayson is stepping up and becoming his own here. Only a sophomore. 8 points per game, 2 rebounds per game, 2 assists per game, and a steal in 19 minutes per game. Roddy Gale is the senior, the driver of the ball. He can't shoot a 3 worth a damn, except for if it's in the NCAA tournament when we need it the most. But 8 points per game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal in 21 minutes per game. Maybe it's changing where you have LJ Kayson taking his role. But then Will Cheddar, another senior off the bench, 5 points per game. He's the dog. He's the glue of this team. 2 rebounds per game and 1 assist per game in only 15 minutes. He's got size. Now let's talk about Purdue here. Purdue can match with Michigan's size. They can match with Michigan's coaching. I love Purdue, Katie, and then Matt Painter. The culture has been great with Purdue. They match experience as well. They have seniors as well. But I don't think they can match up with Michigan's depth. So let's go through what Purdue has here. The top 4 are getting 11 points per game or more. And then there's kind of a drop-off. 8 points per game, 7, 6, 5, 5. Not as prolific as Michigan's bench. Braden Smith, the point guard, is a senior. 15 points per game, 4 rebounds per game. At his little size, he's not getting that versus Michigan. But he can get 9 assists versus Michigan if we try to attack him and stop his mid-range jump shot. He can hit the 3. He can do it all. He is the key. Shut him down, and Michigan wins this game in Mackey, I think, in my opinion. Because he plays 34 minutes per game. Fletcher Lawyer, another senior, 6'5", 180 pounds. He gets 14 points per game, 2 rebounds per game, 2 assists per game, and a steal. But it takes 28 minutes for him to do that. Trey Rothman-Ken is another senior. 6'9", 240. We're getting bigger. The size is there. They can match up with Adai Mara and Morez Johnson and Yaxel Landenborg. They can. So that makes this interesting. 12 points per game for Trey Kaufman-Wren. 9 rebounds per game. He's almost averaging a double-double. 3 assists per game as well, and a steal per game in 28 minutes. Oscar Clough, 6'11", 255. 11 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, 2 assists and a block in 23 minutes. And then you got, CJ Cox, 8 points per game, and he does stuff, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal as a sophomore in 24 minutes per game. And then the time drops off. That's their 5 there that gets the most minutes. And then you drop to 15 minutes per game for Daniel Jacobson, the sophomore. You drop to 15 minutes per game for Omer Meyer, the freshman, who, gets 6 points per game and a rebound, an assist, and a steal every time he hits the court in those 15 minutes. Jack Benter, this freshman, 5 points per game, 3 rebounds per game, 1 assist in 15 minutes. And then Jakari Harris, the sophomore. So a bunch of guards here. round out their depth, which, they could. Theoretically, they could just put all their, if they need to. If they can't match Michigan's size, they could put all the guards in and shoot and try to run. They could do that, but Michigan has guards as well that could keep up with them. So if they do that, we'll adjust. Michigan has an answer for every situation. That's why I think Michigan wins this game in Mackey Arena. That's the other thing. It's in Mackey. We don't win there very often. Nobody does. But I think Michigan wins this one on the road to set up the 1 versus 3 matchup versus Duke in Washington, D.C. Michigan wins 81. It's going to be a close game for Michigan. Not a 30-point drubbing or 20 or even double digits. Michigan will win by 8. 81-73 on the road in Mackey, I said it. And then Duke. Duke's next on Saturday for Michigan. Cameron Boozer will be the supposed best player on the court versus Michigan in that game. 23 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. He plays a lot of minutes, 33 minutes. Arguably, odds-on favorite for the National Player of the Year. He's got 2 sidekicks on this team. Isaiah Evans, 14 points per game, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 28 minutes. And Patrick Mbanga, the second, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block in 23 minutes. And then, you got a bunch of people that play a lot of minutes, 18 plus. The best, Caleb Foster, 9 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, 3 assists. Caden Boozer, he's stuffing with 21 minutes, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal per game. The point is, this week for Michigan, at Purdue is the most important game because I think we're going to beat Duke no matter where it is. Could be on an aircraft carrier or whatever, on the moon. I think Michigan's way better than Duke, even though Duke has the best resume and the resume rankings, so go check that out if you haven't seen that. But Michigan, tough slate here, either which way you look at it. And then next week's not going to be any easier. So Michigan has to prove that they are the number 1 team now by winning out. And I heard one guy say, this is kind of a semifinal feel for Michigan. You got Purdue, a 2 seed that you might be playing in the semifinal. And then you got Duke, who could be a 1 seed or a 2 seed that makes it to the national championship game. You got to win 2 games once you get to the Final Four against really great competition. And this is a good barometer. It's a good test. It's a good challenge for this Michigan basketball team. What do you guys think in the comments? Is Michigan going 2-0 in this stretch? 1-1? They're going to lose both? And they really disappoint me? I picked 3 losses in the Big Ten for Michigan and 3 losses overall, I think. I thought that would win the Big Ten. So, they could lose at Purdue. I just don't see it. Looking at the rosters, Dusty May with his ability to change, flip a switch with his team. All right, that ain't working. We're going to do this now. And then it works. And then we win by 30. I don't know if Matt Painter can do that with his squad. They got to win a specific way. Can Michigan survive in Mackey? That's the big one. Let me know in the comments. Have a great night out there, everybody. But go blue. Let's go, baby.